So second down, Salinetro, delayed handoff, keeps it himself, throws across the middle, picked off! The ball is picked off to the 40, to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, 20, 10, two-man to beat down to the 1-yard line. That was Bryce Thomas on the pick for the Titans. What a phenomenal play and a huge swing in momentum for this team. Salinetro rolls left, throws to the sideline. Oh my goodness, it's caught in triple coverage.
Boy.
How was that even possible? A clutch catch.
By number 17, I believe.
And if so, that was Trayvon Charles, the defensive back playing wide receiver right now. Crowd getting loud, 3rd and 1. Salinetro hands off, and they're going to be stopped. Raekwon Wright stuck in the backfield. Joey Lane penetrating the offensive line. What a stop on 3rd and 1 for this Titan D. The atmosphere of this crowd was so fired up on that stop. Kick away. Fielded at the 40-yard line. Heading upfield is Pollinelli. Pollinelli almost gets trips up. Now he takes it to the 30. Down the sideline to the 20-yard line. That is where the Titans will start on this drive. What a heads-up play. Could have called a fair catch. He was hit as soon as he caught it, but the defender overran him. Couldn't get him on his ankle. Fake handoff, rolling right, throw. A jump ball for Javon Hardy. Gets hit in the air and gets an 11-yard gain. Phenomenal catch. That may be the catch of the game. Salinetro in the shotgun, plenty of time, throws downfield into single coverage, picked off. It's intercepted at the 37-yard line. Aaron Pierce with his first pick of the day. 1 minute and 47 seconds left. Can the Bison pull out a miracle on their end? Salinetro rolls right. Throws to the sideline, intercepted, and returned for 6 points. That is the sword through the Bison. Aaron Pierce, the corner, jumps the route to seal this game for the Titans. Case Western coming off of a 63-20 domination over Teal. Westminster took on Bethany last week, won 21-3. And Scott, we actually called that game. We saw that in the first half, Westminster's offense played fantastic. In the second half, the only touchdown they actually scored was a pick 6. They had no offensive touchdowns in the second half of the game. And against a team like Case Western, you got to get it going, and you got to keep it stabilized through 4 quarters. Saxton, back to pass, scrambles, escapes, time to throw, goes deep, wide open, caught by Jenkins, and Jenkins is gone. Shimon in the shotgun. Fake play action, throws deep to Javon Hardy. Touchdown, Titans! And Westminster is going to tie it up here in the second quarter on a long dime by Shimon Walker. Look at him run down the field right now. He is fired up. All the way down at the 5, he is getting the crowd fired up. Unbelievable strike by him.
What a wonderful throw. Led Javon just perfectly. Javon had a step and a half, and that's that pure speed he has.
Paul Gonzalez led the team last week with 8 tackles against Bethany. Benzel on the sideline getting the crowd fired up. Saxton back to pass. He is going to be sacked, taken down, and it's the first 3 and out of the game for Westminster. John Fitzgerald, the defensive tackle, penetrating the offensive line.
Now look, Shimon is under the center.
Is this going to be a quarterback sneak? It is. He gets in. Touchdown, Titans.
They're not calling it yet. They're coming in. They're saying he's short.
Now the delayed call, a touchdown by the White Hat. And Westminster takes their first lead of the game against the Spartans. The Broadcasting and Media Production program at Westminster College has earned national recognition for having an impressive social media presence. See what the buzz is all about? Go to WCN247.com and follow our links for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. And again, with about 5:25 left in this game, Westminster down 2 touchdowns. Benzel, actually, you can see him on the sideline here talking to the ref. He is not liking any of these calls. He's giving him a piece of his mind, and You figure there's a lot of things that could have gone Westminster's way had it been without the mistakes. An example was the throwback from Keanu Grice to Augustus De Castro, who threw it downfield to Paulinelli. That throw was all the way down to the 24-yard line. Westminster could have tied it up there. That was their one shot, and ever since then they haven't been able to do anything with the chances that they've been given. Marvin Liberiste had an interception, couldn't do anything with it either. Welcome to Bury Stadium at Westminster College in New Wilmington, Pennsylvania for today's homecoming game as the 0-6 Teal Tomcats are coming into town to take on the 3-3 Westminster Titans. Hello everyone, I'm Tyler Helvin. Alongside me for today's game, Scott Reniger. Scott, this is an interesting scenario because both teams are reeling. You have Teal, who of course is reeling a little bit more than Westminster, haven't won a game yet, but Westminster have suffered their first back-to-back losses since 2016.
Absolutely. These young men are not accustomed to losing on the Westminster side, and it's a different scenario, as you mentioned, Tyler. But I think the first order of business I would be very remiss if I didn't call attention to my partner right here, Tyler Helvin, Senior Media Production Major. He just has been awarded, or will be awarded this coming weekend, not this weekend but next, from the Broadcast Education Association, an award for discovery. He did a piece on student news awareness of excellence on media, and it's coaches coping with strict NCAA guidelines, social media guidelines. And that's a very touchy, very dangerous area for head coaches to try to control their people, their students, etc., their athletes, with that type of stuff. So Tyler, wonderful job looking into that, finding Coach Daffler and our cross-country coach, Coach Geiger, as well, not cross-country, I'm sorry, lacrosse, Coach Geiger, and interviewing them, and it's a wonderful award for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Getting back to Teal.
Ball at the 15 now. Fake handoff. Quick throw to Paulinelli, who's got it for a touchdown. Beautiful pass on the slant. And Westminster strikes first. Rush along the edge. Nicastro steps up, throws up to Henderson. And that's going to be pass interference, as Henderson got taken out to the ground. That was Elijah Flynn, the defensive back, in coverage.
Now they've changed. They got 4 people down, only 3 down.
Fake handoff. Plenty of time. Throw down to the far sideline. A catch by Paulinelli on the jump ball. Able to beat the coverage of True Johnson. So now another new set of downs. Ball at the 18. Handoff to Hill. Hill, a burst of speed, gets to the outside, weaves his way into the end zone. No, he drops the ball at the 1-yard line.
Touchdown.
And touchdown, recovered just in the end zone. Had the ball knocked out at the 1-yard line, recovered in the end zone. Wow. That was almost catastrophic for the Titans.
Absolutely. Sparked by big plays. Driving kick that time.
And now heading upfield, the return man breaks one tackle, gets to the edge, to the 50, to the 40, to the 30. It's a foot chase, tripped up at the 12-yard line. That was Darian Mosley on the return, as a player is down at the 35 for Westminster. Westminster trying to hold now on 4th down. Teal trying to go for it at the 8-yard line. Davis back to pass. Another fade to the corner of the end zone. Incomplete.
That was dangerous because we tried to go for the interception there, didn't make the interception, didn't knock it down, wobbled it, and the receiver had an opportunity. Fortunately, big stop. As we take a look, I believe Ian Barr collided with another defender. That was a collision, and that could have been a touchdown on the rebound. And they'll have Dawson for another 3 years. He is a freshman star punter. Here's a give up the middle for about a 13-yard gain. William Watkins weaving his way. And you talk about deja vu. This is exactly where Grove City was last week on their last drive of the game. First down, second down, third down, all at the 5-yard line. We know how that outcome turned out. Can Westminster
get the monkey off their back here. Davis rolling left, going to scramble. And he does get taken out at the 3 or 4 yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. So now ball is actually spotted at the 1. I think he got that close, extending his arm. He was at the 3 and extended at the end of the play. 4th and 1.
The side judge out here is talking to the referee. I'm not sure what the conversation. He was pointing back at one of the back judges.
So here we go, going for it on 4th and 1 from the 1 yard line. Grove City was at the 1 on their last play of the game last week against the Titans. Can the Titans change it? Hand off at the middle, stopped at the 1. Watkins is denied.
Your prophecy worked. Bend but don't break, Ty.
First down marker is all the way at Westminster's 44. Davis back to throw. Oh, and Bryce Thomas drops the interception right into his hands. Nicastro, all day to throw, goes to Connor Cox, who makes the contested catch to the 20. Oh my goodness, what a jump ball.
Great
completely contested.
Great concentration on the reception. That was he just absolutely, because he was covered.
He was. That was beautiful coverage by the corner and a huge first down on the first play of the drive. Nicastro, quick snap, pocket falling apart, throws, picked off on the tipped ball. And now heading all the way upfield to the 30, to the 40, taken down at the 45-yard line. That's a player that isn't even listed. If it is, who I think it is, it's Yosef Bekele, the wide receiver, playing defense right now. Davis still in at quarterback. We can assume he'll be in all game. Immediately rolls right. Gonna be sacked by 4 different players in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of about 8 yards. Yeah, 3rd and 16 now. Ball all the way back at the 38. Blitz. And a blitz. Davis going to be sacked on back-to-back plays at the 30, and the defense comes through again, bailing out the offense. Garrett Bishop on the sack. Nicastro back to pass. Pressure along the edge, throws up into double coverage to Connor Cox, who brings it in all the way to the 30. He had a huge clutch catch on the last drive as it was contested. Now he goes up for it in double coverage, even triple coverage at the end.
That was a heck of a catch.
As we'll take a look at that play, Nicastro floating it right into the breadbasket for Cox, and Cox almost broke away. 43 officially. This is pretty much his max range. And it's blocked. The kick is blocked. Ball rolling around, fielded at the 36 by Teal. And again, the second drive in a row after the Titans looked like they were going to score, they get 0 points. And they are going to try to run a play. Davis escapes the pocket, going to get sacked at the 32, and there is 1 second left. There's 1 second left, so Westminster can try a long field goal as he was taken down. Let's see where they officially marked the quarterback down. He was at the 36. That would be over a 50-yard field goal.
I think Benz may go for the Hail Mary.
Shimon is at quarterback, 3 wide receivers to the left, and he does have the arm. Shimon back to pass, 3-man rush, plenty of time, going to heave it downfield, it's going to make it there, and the ball is incomplete. Connor Cox couldn't make the catch.
Almost made it though. He really stretched and went up for it. Great try. Nice pass by Shimon. Gave all 3 of our receivers in the area an opportunity.
And that was almost 6 points, but it will end the quarter 14-0 at halftime. We'll send it down to Emily Bondi, who has an interview with recent WC grad Connor Hamilton, who works for WBOY 12 News as a news reporter in Clarksburg, West Virginia. Emily? 2nd and 12. Ball now at Westminster's 48. moving back to their side of the field. Nicastro immediately under pressure. A quick throw to Cox, who's wide open. Cox has the first down and more, up to the 34. Blitz up the middle. Quick throw to Cox again. Same play as last set of downs, and he'll get the first down. Now, moving the chains. Nicastro hands it off to Hill. Hill weaving his way forward. Gets away and a touchdown! Made something out of nothing. What a run! Nicastro under pressure, hit as he throws, and Connor Cox brings it in again! This man is unstoppable down to the 8-yard line. Nicastro going to throw, plenty of time, fade to the corner of the end zone to Pollinelli. Pollinelli comes down with it. Touchdown, he stayed in bounds.
Good footwork, good footwork.
Update on scores around the league. Bethany currently ahead of Carnegie Mellon 7-3. Case Western dominating St. Vincent 24-0. Grove City ahead of Waynesburg 14-0. And Damon going to scramble for a first down and more. All the way to the 45-yard line for a monstrous game. 4th and 3. They are 0 for 2 today on 4th down conversions. They've went for it twice. Both of those times were deep in Westminster's territory.
Smith remains the quarterback.
Ball at the Westminster 34. Can they give Teal 0 for 3? Or will Teal convert? Smith immediately under pressure. Gets slammed as he throws, and it's caught at the 15-yard line. Darian Mosley going up the ladder.
What a catch.
2nd and 10. Smith rolls left. Fitzgerald giving chase. Throws, intercepted at the 1-yard line. Heading upfield, trying to get the number. That's Aaron Pierce. Has blockers in front, weaving his way, a block at the end, and it's a touchdown. Here's a handoff to Keanu Grice. No, it fools the defense, and it fooled me. Shaman keeps it for about a 15-yard run. 2 players immediately hit Grice at the line of scrimmage. And an update, W&J just scored. They're currently leading Geneva 19-14 in the second quarter. Again, we will be keeping a very close eye on that. It would be one of the biggest upsets of the season if Geneva can pull off a win. Another fake handoff. Walker tries to get outside, dances out of bounds. And fakes the handoff. Shaman keeps it himself. Gets hit, and he's in the end zone. Mr. Weaver will actually be going there with me. Unfortunately, the other two are not able to go. As the kickoff rolls down to the 1-yard line, they thought it was going to be a touchback, and they're going to start at their own 3.
Boy.
Keandre Hood just let the ball go, and the ball took a backspin and stopped at the 1. They knew they had to get it.
You know, and this brings up a good thing right here, to my mind, too, Tyler.
Handoff to Grice. Grice with a burst of speed, weaving his way back inside, has a blocker in front of him, and Grice on the first play of the drive takes it all the way for a touchdown, 30 yards. Titans racking up the score at this point. 2nd down. Smith hands it off up the middle, and a big run up to the 42-yard line. And that was Goins Jr., the backup running back alternating with Watkins right now. Augustus Nicastro in first for the first play of the game. Quick snap, pump fake, takes a shot down the sideline, and a catch by Pollinelli, who stays in bounds all the way. First play of the game, touchdown. Oh my goodness, what a start for Westminster.
And credit to the offensive line. They gave him quite a bit of time and gave Pollinelli a time to run that fly route.
As we take a look at that, he beat his man, just barely stayed in bounds. Had his foot grazing along the white. unbelievable composure. He was even able to stay in bounds off the push. The UPMC Sports Complex will provide Westminster College's soccer and lacrosse players with a dedicated field for their use next fall thanks to a 10-year UPMC sponsorship. The complex will feature a synthetic turf field and lights adjacent to Memorial Fieldhouse. The existing tennis courts will be expanded and refurbished at a later date. The complex will not only benefit soccer, lacrosse, and tennis student athletes, but it will also be used by other groups such as the marching band, intramural sports, and summer camp goers. And as we look here again, it looks like Carnegie Mellon will still go for it here. I wouldn't be surprised, especially considering the play by Alex Klein. Again, as we said earlier, he became the school's all-time passing leader October 13th versus Bethany with 5,903 passing yards. That, of course, surpassed Rob Kalkstein's 5,519 yards. He has 49 career touchdowns. He needs only 5 more in 2 games, this one and the next one, to become the all-time leader in passing touchdowns in Carnegie Mellon history. Westminster.edu/celebrity. Here's Shimon Walker on a screen pass to Keanu Grice, who weaves through defenders to the 50, all the way down to the 43-yard line, made something out of nothing, waited for his blockers, and this is the first time we've seen Walker in today at quarterback.
And you hit the nail on the head there. He made something out of nothing with sheer speed.
3rd and 2 at the 26-yard line. And Castro trying to do the hard count, doesn't work. Now back to pass. Quick throw, and it's intercepted. Ball was tipped by Connor Cox. Reception made. Return man going all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Carnegie Mellon. Thomas Paluchko, the safety, makes the play. Cox was wide open, and it was high.
And tipped, and as so often happens on tipped balls, it's free, and that was very, very devastating at the moment.
Ball at the 42-yard line of Carnegie Mellon, putting a man in motion to the right. Klein in the shotgun. Fake handoff, back to pass, takes a shot down the sideline, got the height advantage. It's intercepted.
He took it away.
It's taken away. Wait a minute, was that a catch?
Was that down? Were we down with the football?
Jamie Greenwell, they're saying, came down with a completion, and this is going to be really interesting to take a look at right now, as that was initially an interception.
Our sideline's not animated, so they must believe it too.
Wow.
Or else
Jamie Greenwell just snatched it. Here's a handoff to Hubbard to the left. Hubbard gets some room up to the 14-yard line.
He cracked that outside lane. He beat our leverage.
And Vincent Giles was the one who got the ball snatched on that reception. That is definitely the catch of the game. One of the best catches you will ever see. Just ripped it away. And again, Greenwell had the height advantage, but man, did he have the strength advantage right there.
Pulled it away, yes. And leverage because of that height. You just mentioned the leverage with that, I'm sure, came into play.
So now ball at the 15-yard line. Carnegie Mellon trying to score again. Fake handoff. Klein intercepted. This ball is intercepted. And now the return man heads upfield. This is Vincent Giles, the one who had the ball ripped away 2 plays ago. He has more blocks all the way for a Westminster touchdown. No flags. What a way to redeem yourself. You talk about redemption, that is on the field right there. Unbelievable.
It really is.
Welcome back to Bury Stadium. I'm Tyler Helvin, alongside me, Scott Reniger. And in the booth now with us is Steeler legend John Banaszak, defensive end for the Steel Curtain in Super Bowls 13 and 14. We are absolutely thrilled to have him up here for the third quarter of play. You're going to be a second color commentator for the half. What did you see throughout this game so far?
Well, I saw a lot of missed opportunities from Westminster's side of the football, especially with 5 minutes left in the half, and they had the ball in on the 35-yard line and couldn't get a first down. And then the next possession had the ball inside the 40-yard line again and came away with no points, being that down, that deep in Carnegie Mellon territory.
Yeah, and so far, Titans up 16-10, but lots and lots of missed opportunities so far. 2 missed kicks, blocked extra point by John Syback, and a blocked field goal by John Syback. He has made one. However, Westminster's offense hasn't gotten anything going except for the opening play, 75-yard touchdown to Paulinelli. Since then, it's been quiet. So, John, you played defensive end, obviously. 2 Super Bowls. I mean, you have a star-studded history. What have you seen specifically from the defensive ends from both teams? Have you looked at that at all?
Yeah, I paid close attention to defensive line and the offensive line, and from the Westminster side of football, I felt that their offensive line has the opportunity to run the football, and I would certainly put more of a mix on running the ball into their offense in the second half.
Westminster taking over at the 16. Shimon Walker back in. Usually we see Augustus Nicastro going to him again. Handoff up the middle. No, it's a fake handoff. Fools the defense. Shimon spins out of a tackle. Does another spin move. He's the human joystick up to the 41.
What a great run by Shimon. He certainly just took his time on that little quarterback draw play and found a hole up in the middle and took advantage of it. 20-yard game.
Crowd fired up. Klein remains in the shotgun. Handoff to Haas. Haas stopped at the line.
I think
He is short. Fourth down.
I thought perhaps he lunged across.
It all depends on that left foot, right foot spot.
Yep.
4th and 1. Yeah, they're going to go for it right here at this point. Lining up under center for the first time today. Pretty much a guaranteed quarterback sneak. No, it's a handoff up the middle to the running back. Does he get it?
Not make it.
Who do they have it? Who do they give it to? That was
Both linesmen are running in. This is going to be...
Sean Cook was in at running back. Hasn't been in a play today, and he's going to take that run up the middle. Did he get it?
This is what Boom Boom was just saying. That left foot, right foot, depending upon...
And Westminster takes over on downs. What a stop for the defense. A very prolonged call, and that is huge, as the Tartans were threatening to tie the game or even go up with the way their offense was producing. Welcome back to Bury Stadium. I'm Tyler Helvin, alongside me, Scott Reniger. Titans currently up 16-13 to start the 4th quarter of play. Ball on their own 44-yard line, 3rd and 7. As John Banaszak is going to be leaving the booth. Great to have you here, John. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Ty.
3rd and 7. Shimon taking the snap.
Back to pass, no pressure, plenty of time, throws, and the ball is caught by Connor Cox, who weaves his way down to the sideline, steps out of the 30, pass behind him, almost stumbled. I think everyone in the crowd had a heart attack, thought he was going to drop that.
I think so.
Fake handoff, plenty of time for Klein. Klein steps up in the pocket, sack.
Okay.
Loss of 2 on the play, and it will bring up a 3rd and long. Crowd on their feet, 2nd and 10, ball at the 37.
Motion. Here comes blitz.
Klein back to pass.
They picked
Has
it up.
plenty of time. No,
Field goal range.
down to the 47-yard line. That knocks him out of field goal range. What an unbelievable time to get a sack. That was Joey Lane penetrating.
And John Fitzpatrick, too. Both of them collapsed in there, and they have to use their second timeout because that keeps that clock going.
Klein back to pass, has pressure along the edge, and that's going to be a hold, but I don't think it's going to be called, as it is overthrown by everyone, and a flag is now thrown. And are they going to say that was roughing the passer?
Yep.
Defense hit the quarterback in the knee area where he was in passing posture. That's a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
We could see a defensive lineman was being held around the neck on that play. What a call to miss, giving Carnegie Mellon another chance. Would have been 4th and 18. Klein in the shotgun. One man to the backfield. Back to pass. Under pressure. Rolls right. Gets away. Throws for the end zone into double coverage. It is caught. And they're going to call it a touchdown. Oh my goodness. Did he keep his feet in?
Only needs one if he did. He only needs one. He doesn't have to get that second one down as long as he didn't touch that out of bounds. Now they're going to the referee.
They're going to check it. Coach Benzel is so defeated right now. You can see him on the field along the sideline. And again, this all started after a 4th and 18 that was going to be a 4th and 18. 3rd and 18, roughing the passer that extended it and allowed this to be a touchdown. Kick is up, and it's blocked. The kick is blocked. It's recovered by a Westminster player. Who is that? Is that Keanu Grimes?
No,
it's not Keanu
it's
Grimes.
Miguel.
It's Miguel Luis who hands it off, and they were going to try to score 2 points on that play.
Which would have been a field goal then. Now a field goal ties.
So a field goal ties it. Westminster doesn't need a touchdown. That
to
was
go to overtime.
A big block. Westminster can still send this to overtime as the absolute roller coaster of emotions doesn't stop. With 55 seconds left, Alex Klein completes a strike to Ben Armbruster. First time we've said his name all day. Comes up with arguably the biggest play of the day for CMU for 20 yards, and the extra point gets blocked. 19-16, Titans gonna try to score on their last drive of the game potentially. Kickoff happening from the 20. This should be good field position.
It should be good field position, and Westminster still has 2 timeouts, Tyler, which could be critical. And almost a minute to play.
And it is a line drive kick. Fielded at about the 20-yard line by Ian Valente. Ian gets all the way to the 41.
Second level. He got into the second level of the coverage, came in under and maintained lanes and made the stop. We were coming this way, and now it's going to be 1st and 10. Westminster does have those 2 timeouts, which help immensely. It enables Westminster to throw the football anywhere all over the field rather than having to stick to the sidelines or throw it away to stop clock.
50 seconds left. Shamon Walker is who they're going with, starting the last drive at the 41-yard line. Westminster's offense hasn't helped their defense since the first quarter opening play. Can they get something finished here? Walker back to pass, under pressure, throws it away.
Threw it away.
2nd and 10. Back to pass as sun shines on the field. Quick strike along the sideline. Out of bounds for the first down to Polinelli. 3 wide receivers to the left. Walker back to pass, immediate blitz, gets hit as he throws, completes the catch to Connor Cox, all the way up to the 26-yard line, trying to get up to the line. 24 seconds left now. 21 seconds, spikes it. And as we take a look at the fans, that's exactly how I'm feeling right now. This is the closest game they've had at home. Even closer, honestly, than W&J. That was a 7-point game.
Well, and the attack wasn't this frenetic at that point in the W&J game.
Have to be very, very careful with 20 seconds left. If you're going to take a shot, make sure it's one that you can positively take. Walker going to scramble, gets some room, he's to the 10, he's to the 5, touchdown Titans with 13 seconds left in the game.
Now watch out, the official down here has his hat off. He has his hat off.
And they say that he was out, but I think they're calling it a touchdown as everyone's celebrating. People piling in on the sidelines. Welcome to Bury Stadium at Westminster College in New Wilmington, Pennsylvania for the 2018 ECAC Clayton Chapman Bowl. Today, the Westminster Titans from the President's Athletic Conference are going to take on the Wesley College Wolverines from the New Jersey Athletic Conference. I'm Tyler Helvin. Alongside me today in the booth is Scott Reniger. Now, Scott, both of these teams are kind of on opposite trends. You have the Wesley Wolverines, who started 4-0 but fell to 6-4, made it to the bowl. Meanwhile, you have the Westminster Titans coming off of a 21-7 win at Geneva last week on a 4-game win streak. At Westminster, their third ECAC Bowl, not only in program history, but the third in the last 4 years. So Westminster, of course, loving this, finishing the season 7-3, 7-2 in the pack. And this is actually the first time these two teams have met each other. And now previously in the ACAC Bowl, the Westminster Titans participated in the James Lina Bowl aspect of it. And they ended up winning 33-6 against Utica College in 2016. And then in 2015, it was a 42-21 win against St. John Fisher. But I'm sure, as Coach Benzel said, prior to the game, Scott, this is a team that is harder than all the teams the Titans have faced this year, even more than Wittenberg. Lots of home games, lots of close home games, and of course the last one we called Carnegie Mellon thriller, 13 seconds left, win by Shaman Walker, taking it himself to win 23-19. We went ballistic during that game. That was actually supposed to be the last home game that we did, but believe it or not, here we are. The ECAC for the first time is not having it hosted at neutral sites. Every game is being held at the respective home team's stadium, and of course here being held at Bury Stadium for the Westminster Titans. Chip Knapp enters his 29th season as a member of the Wesley coaching staff and his first as head coach in the 2018 season. Jack?
Thank you, Tyler. Like you said, Chip Knapp is in his 29th year as the head coach of Wesley. His 29th year as a coach, his first as the head coach for the Wolverines. In the past 14 years, he's led the Wolverines to the NCAA tournament. This is the first year that he hasn't, selling for the ECAC Bowl game. I spoke with some Wesley personnel before the game and some things to watch for. Nazir Williams, the middle linebacker for the Wolverines, he's out with an injury. Jalen Johnson will take his place. Under center at quarterback, the star quarterback Khalik Burrows, as per this source, has been struggling in his recent games. David Morocco, the backup quarterback, will likely come into this game according to the Wesley personnel. Now, this isn't for sure. This is all up in the air, but some things to watch for. Tyler?
Jack, some huge developments there as we actually take a look now at the players, for each team. We've talked all about, the accomplishments of either, but whenever you go into the player statistics, Khalik Burrows actually led the NJAC in passing 275 yards per game. So if you're taking that, you're putting the backup in, we'll see what happens. But on the Westminster side, they're used to alternating quarterbacks. You have Augustus Nicastro, the starter, Shaman Walker, who you could technically categorize him as the co-starter. And last week, Cole Kanichka played a large majority of the game. You called that game. He finished 19 for 26, 238 yards, and 2 TDs. So who knows? We might see the third-string quarterback freshman starting in the 2018 ECAC Clayton Chapman Bowl for the Titans.
Absolutely, Tyler. You never know.
Third down, ball at the 8-yard line. Westminster trying to hold Wesley to 3 points after a phenomenal drive so far.
Motion
Running back
grips.
in motion. Lee out to pass. Burrows, plenty of time. Scrambles. And he is going to get into the end zone. Tackles couldn't be made. And Burrows takes it in himself. Wesley strikes first. Handoff, reverse.
Pass.
Now a throw downfield into single coverage. Caught by Polinelli, who stayed in bounds on the catch all the way to the 3-yard line. A reverse to Nick Henderson, the wide receiver, throwing to Polinelli. As we take a look at the replay here, a perfect throw.
Outstanding throw.
By Henderson.
On the move.
As we look, he just got his toe in bounds. Here's a direct snap to the running back who gets his legs taken out from under him. And that is Isaiah Canton. Kanichka in the shotgun. Puts a man in motion to the left. Back to pass. Quick throw. Touchdown, Titans! Joey Joy on the reception. And Westminster immediately strikes back.
Huge drive, Tyler. He got hurt in the
Kanichka back to pass. Throws a strike to Connor Cox, who makes the reception down to the 39-yard line. Quickly going back up to the line, throwing the ball at the ref to quickly run up on the no huddle. That will move the chains. Again, 3rd and 16, ball at the 29-yard line. 2:41 left in the first quarter. Burrows, plenty of time. Throw made, and is that going to be a first down? It is, and the tackle can't be made all the way to the the 49-yard line of Westminster. Back-to-back third down conversions, rather, for Wesley. Fake handoff, Burrows. Fumble! And the ball is recovered by Westminster on the sideline. Westminster gets a huge defensive stop. So now, after Wesley converts 2 straight third downs, a fumble by Burrows sets Westminster up at their own 34. Fake handoff. Kanichka hits Connor Cox, who holds on down to the 39-yard line of the Wolverines. Now play set, 2nd and 7, ball at the 36-yard line. Handoff reverse to Cox, who flips it back to Kanichka, who is going to take off and run with it. He's got the first down and more. Takes a hit in the legs and spins down to the 23-yard line. Westminster, using trickery, had a reverse earlier, does a double reverse on this play. Handoff to Green. Green is into the end zone. Doesn't even get touched as he celebrates. Westminster takes the lead. Morocco back to pass. Under pressure. Trying to run. Can't get the... No, he breaks away. The ball is out, though. And I believe Wesley says they have it.
Like they have the ball, the officials.
Oh, and a late shove after the play.
No flag.
Wolverine player completely knocked down a Westminster player, and Westminster has the ball! Wow!
From the 36-yard line.
A very, very delayed call, and the crowd absolutely going ballistic. Someone next to me right here almost fell, running back and forth in the stands, as you can look at him right now.
Our cornerback.
And that is, I believe, Aaron Pierce. That'd be huge if he is hurt. Rocco takes a shot down the field. Man beat, and a catch made. Bryce Thomas beat on the edge all the way to the 32-yard line. Kanichka, pump fake. Throw. Overthrows, intercepted by Wesley. And return man heading upfield gets tripped up at the 12.
Great defensive play over there by Connor Cox. Number 10. Is that's 19? I can't tell with his number, but boy, did he make a huge save. And now all that worry about field goals and that is moot.
Your timeouts until you're sure you have a potential to score while not giving the ball back with plenty of time for Wesley. Here's a throw. Intercepted again. Return man heading upfield, streaking down the sideline to the 20.
The safety.
To the 10. Steps out of bounds. Back-to-back interception drives for Kanichka. That is 4 turnovers this game in the first half. 2 by each team. Pressure, throws, underthrown, and the catch is made. Wow!
He came back in underneath. That's tremendous adjustment by number 1. Is that
sliding
Simpson?
Catch by Corteris Simpson. Gloucester was right there with him, didn't realize the ball was underthrown, and now already at the 25-yard line with 1:20 left. It's going to be a handoff to Lee. Lee gets in for the touchdown.
He got in.
And with 8 seconds left, Westminster will not be able to do anything themselves. And barring the extra point, most likely, we are going to go into halftime 14-14 in the Clayton Chapman Bowl. Burrows, quick throw, intercepted at the line! The linebacker returning to the 20, breaks the tackle, dances along the sideline. That was Bill Medea coming up with the turnover. Another direct snap to Isaiah Canton. Takes it himself into the end zone to the touchdown. Westminster takes the lead again. Westminster's offense trying to give their defense a little bit of breathing room, only up 7 in the third quarter. Kanichka blitz along the edge, intercepted! And the return man is going to take it all the way down to the 6-yard line. That is 6 turnovers in the game. 3 for each team. Here's a potentially a quarterback sneak, and that's exactly what happens. Touchdown. Wesley able to tie it up after a Kanichka interception, barring the extra point. Jack Carson actually told us that the Wesley defense is bringing the blitz, and so far they have. Second down, Walker. Pump fake, tries to take it himself. The ball is loose. Nobody realized. They call it down. Wesley might have the ball.
They do.
And they do. 7 turnovers.
Short side of the field.
And Coach Benzel screaming on the sideline right now. Takes a deep shot. Wide open. Touchdown, Wolverines.
2 plays.
Miguel Luis completely beat on the sideline by Alex Kemp. Konieczka back to pass, throws, catch made, and the receiver with Paulatelli beside him. He's going to go all the way. Nick Henderson ties the game for Westminster. Kick is up. It's almost blocked. It's no good. The extra point is no good, and we said that Cybag has had extra point troubles throughout the year.
That was not blocked, but they had pressure coming from our left, their right.
And now quickly running up to the line.
Sneak.
No quarterback sneak. Burrows gets it, stays on his feet, and on a quarterback sneak, he gets a touchdown.
Boy, was that a heads-up run on that young man on Burrows' behalf.
Konieczka back to pass. Throws. Jump ball intercepted again. Return man takes it all the way down to the 1-yard line. Another turnover by the Titans, and things are looking very bleak. 4 interceptions today by Konieczka. If Wesley scores, they'll be up by 2 touchdowns. Give fake handoff, and Burrows is going to be sacked. Burrows, pump fake, throws wide open, reception for the touchdown. Busted coverage. Cortez Simpson on the reception.
Little shoulder fake on that one, and then he just streaked down the sideline, and there, we had nobody there.
Konieczka in the shotgun, starting at the 39-yard line. Fake handoff, back to pass. Pump fake. Goes for Paulinelli. Paulinelli makes the catch at the 36-yard line. Handoff to Green. Green, did he get there? He did not. He was stopped short. He got tripped up. Couldn't get the power he needed. Wesley takes over. 4th and 9 at the 31-yard line. Westminster brings the blitz, and there's a face mask and a hold, an incomplete pass, and they don't call the face mask at the line. Wow. Blatantly getting his face nearly snapped. And that is going to be a turnover on downs, but the crowd is furious. It was right in the play as the quarterback got rid of the ball. We'll take a look at the replay here. You can see what we're talking about. Luckily, double coverage for Westminster, able to get the ball back. Wesley's defense now trying to step up. Konieczka back to pass. Screen pass to Grice. Grice able to make the play. Cuts back inside. First down and more. Continuously breaks tackles down to the 46-yard line. Back to pass again. Plenty of time. Throw, high throw, snagged by Connor Cox. A high throw that he can finally jump up and make, and that's a first down for the Titans. 6 minutes left. Konieczka rolls right. Throws to the corner of the end zone. Has a man! Touchdown! Paulinelli in the corner of the end zone!
Yes, absolutely.
Got a flag and a flag. And we'll see what the flags are.
Oh, that's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct.
Again, the final score in the ECAC 2018 Clayton Chapman Bowl, 42-34 in favor of the Wolverines. The broadcast was brought to you by the Broadcasting and Media Production Program at Westminster College, providing real-world experience in today's media for tomorrow's producers. Also, thanks to our sideline reporter today, Jack Carson, my partner, Scott Reniger, our entire crew, and most of all, I'd like to thank you for joining us. I'm Tyler Helvin, saying so long from your home of the Titans, WCN, for one last time.